Hey, once again, welcome back to CookingaRound's channel. What do we have for you again? This time we have Portuguese again, and you know what it's going to be? It's going to be mini custard puff pastries. Perfect for any occasion, any holiday. And I make them for only 2 bites. So let's not waste any more time. Let me show you how to make this delicious treat. Okay, what goodies do we have? We have eggs, lemon, cinnamon, we have some vanilla extract, and I have the dough here already made. But you know something, you can make it yourself, but this makes life a little bit easier. So let's hurry up and get this thing going now. Grab yourself a small pot, and I want you to add now 1.5 cups of whole milk. Add about half of a lemon peel. Add 1 cinnamon stick. Now on medium heat, let's bring this up slowly, and I want it to reach a simmer, not a boil, and we shall be back. Okay, now you can see it's simmering, it's not a boil, and I want you to keep it now going like this for about 3 minutes. Give it a little stir and keep an eye on it so it does not overfill or overflow the pot. Okay, let's get our sugar preparation down. Now I want you to grab yourself another pot, and I want you to add 1.5 cups of water. Now to here, I want you to add 1 cup of sugar. Now here you can add more or you can add less. That depends on your sweet tooth. For me, 1 cup is just perfect for this mixture. Now let it come up to a boil, and once it reaches a boil, again, I want you to keep on stirring and let this thing go for about 3 minutes. And again, I shall be back. Okay, here we go. Now let's disregard the peel. We don't need that. And let's also remove the cinnamon stick. I like to move it at this stage. It already gave its flavor into the milk, and we don't need it no more. Now I want you to add 1 whole egg with the whites, and I want you to add an additional 2 egg yolks. And now I want you to break them up, and I want you to start stirring it and mixing it just like this and get it all broken down. Okay, now to thicken it up, let's add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now as you're putting it in, I want you to keep on mixing and mixing it, because I know the mixture is starting to get hot and I do not want it to turn into lumps. Now keeping the heat on medium still, now I want you to add your watery sugar mixture right into it just like this. And to give it that awesome flavor, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. If you want, you can go right up to 2. That depends on you. Now here comes the fun part. Still on medium low, I want you to stir. And guess what? I want you to keep on stirring. And guess what? Again, I want you to keep on stirring so it doesn't burn. Now when it becomes thick, just like this, it'll take about 3 minutes. You know it's perfect. And let's get going with the next stage. Okay, here's my favorite muffin tray. Now, it's getting a little bit old. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take a little bit of butter and I'm just going to paint the insides of them. Now, you don't have to do this, but you know something? It makes my life a little bit easier. So, let me finish the rest and I shall be back. Now here I have some pre-made pastry dough. You know something? I don't want all the fuss, so this is the way I'm going to do it. Now here, this is going to give me 12 portions, but I'm making 18. That's what the recipe is for here. So now what I want you to do, I already marked it where the center is, and I want you to now, we're going to roll it and roll it all the way down on the long side like this. There is other ways to do it, but you know something? This is the way I like to do it. Now, I want you to take it where I marked in the center and just want you to cut it in 2 pieces, just like that. Simple as it looks, that's basically it. Now, I want you to take your knife again, and I want you to cut right down the center of these 2 pieces. Trust me, this is the easiest way. Just like this. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to cut 3 even pieces on each side, just like this. So here we go. There's 2 pieces there and another 2 pieces, and that gives me a total of 12. Now this is exactly what I want. Okay, bring back your baking tray, put 1 piece in there, and now what I want you to do is squeeze it down the middle just like this. But you know something? I want you to change over to your thumbs. Trust me, it's a lot easier. And I want you to squeeze it onto the sides. Now I want it thicker on the sides and I want it thin down on the bottom. If you rip and you make it a hole, just repair it. Nobody's going to look down there and see what's going on. And this is exactly what I want. So let me show you one more time. Put your thumbs in there just like that and just start pressing against this pan just like that. Keep on pushing and pushing, and don't worry about how it looks. It's going to come out good. Now one thing I want you to do is I want you to push it down with your finger and get all the air bubbles out. So I'll be working on this and I shall be back. Okay, make sure you have a hot oven, and I want you to put this thing in the oven anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes until it's a little bit brown. And now I want you to push the pastry down in the middle with any object. If you don't have this fancy dancy thing, you know something, just use a spoon, and I shall be back. Okay, here comes the fun part. Grab your mixture, give it a little bit more stir, and now grab your spoon and start pouring it into the little pockets just like this. And just fill them up just a little bit over the pastry line just like this. And once again, I shall be back. Now the rest here is for my other 6, which I will do later. Now into the oven at 450 degrees Fahrenheit to 190 Celsius for anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, here they are. Let's take a look. Oh, does that not look absolutely awesome? If you could only smell it. Now if you want, at this point you can add a little bit of cinnamon to the top if you want. Me, I like it just like this. And let's go a little closer, take a look. Now you can make them bigger if you want, which is typical Portuguese style, but you know something, I like them small like this. Now let it cool for about 15-20 minutes before you serve it. So let me tease you now while I say goodbye. First of all, let's bring it in a little bit closer and just show you how easy they pop out, just like that. So all I can say now is thank you very much for allowing me to share this video with you and your family, and I hope to see you again on my next cooking video. Thank you from Tony and Cooking Around, and please enjoy.